Hey, you. Love the hair. You're going away. I couldn't stand it anymore. But I still want the pink. Hey, how you going, Joes? Wait, Caroline's on. Show me your hair. How is everybody following Christmas? Hey, New Zealand. Caroline, you know what happened? You got a pink? Sweet. Awesome. We just shaved the cats. I so wanted to carve some tracks into into Ari. You can't hear me? Can everyone else hear? Can you guys hear me? Hey, Jody. Julie, how you going? Yeah, I can hear. Thanks, babe. Kaz, when are you heading off? Georgina, how are you? Did everyone have a good Christmas? Hope so. 1st of Jan. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Work today up till the 31st. Okay. I'll catch up with you. I'll have to catch up with you before you leave, or at least we'll sort it out anyway, so I can get some keys off you and stuff for the shop. All right. Welcome to tonight's banter. I hope you all had an incredible Christmas, and that you spent some quality time with your loved ones. That's what it's all about, which is always really, really cool. And does anybody have any questions? Let's start with question time. Beatrix, how are you? Don't forget to share, guys. Oh, I've got these cards. Hey, Sugar Mama, how you going? Okay, I've only got 2 decks of cards that I really want to work with, so I might yeah, you can do that. What did I get for Christmas? I got this beautiful watch. Now maybe I'll get to it on time. Well, everyone's asking questions. Yes, you can leave them with Kai, and that would be awesome. Lisa, how do you feel Brisbane and the kids will be for me? Caroline, I want to say don't rush into anything at the minute. I think just go slowly, and yeah, look, it's always hard when you're stepping into a blended relationship, especially, but they're adult kids, aren't they? I think they're adult kids. So I just want to say to you, just go in with no expectations and you won't be disappointed. But you know, I know that you're an incredible person, and it would be pretty uncommon for anyone not to like you. So yeah, I think it's all positive, but I just have been hearing, just, you know, don't rush into things, and cover all bases is what Spirit's telling me for you, which is really cool. Faye, how you going? You know my shirt. Everyone loves this shirt when I wear it. It's yeah, it's like I kind of like wearing flowers because I don't know, it just doesn't make me look so butch, I guess. So I do like wearing flowers and pattern shirts. I got my scissors on my tie. Love my tie clip. VN, I was wondering if you were going to pop in. I felt your presence, funny enough. How did Christmas go? Was thinking of you, and I hope everything is really awesome over there. Georgina, I don't feel it will be the same industry. I feel like there's something new coming in for you, and I think that I see sort of like late April. I think there'll be changes. I don't know why they're showing me late April, but I feel like I'm going to late April with this one, so I have to put it on that side, if that makes sense. So I don't know what, near around the 25th, 27th of April, somewhere near there. But I do feel that it's not actually going to be in the same industry or the same area that you have been working in the past, if that makes sense. So just hold on to April, and if anything comes before that, then that's a smashing extra bonus, isn't it? Really cool. Shirt and hair, I know. Get Rivka to send you a picture of her hair, Bien. Shalom. Manishma. Hey, Belfast, how you going? Welcome. What time is it over there? All right, questions, guys. I've got the questions open. You love my bluish hair. It's supposed to be turquoise hair. You love it. It's funny. So any guys that want to know about my hair, they're actually sprays. They like wash out all the time. So like they might, if I wash my hair tonight, there might be a faint tinge of blue in it. But yeah, it's they're all sprays. So I have my baseline, which is really white at the minute, and then I spray these in. But I'll get Caroline to put the pink in properly, so that'll stay for a bit longer, a bit more permanent. Would love some insight towards my health if possible. Stacey, I'm really drawn to your stomach at the present time. So I don't know if there's a food allergy or something going on there, but I just feel as if there's something stomach related, and I have to sort of like go straight there with that. There's like fire energy, so I don't know whether it's inflammation in your gut or something along those lines, but I am feeling drawn to that particular area. I feel like your body's too acidic, and you just need to sort of like balance out your pH a little bit. Take some, not a medical doctor or anything like that, but I would try and just lower things or calm things down. I don't know whether you take apple cider vinegar. If you have a teaspoon of that, it'll help out, balance it out a little bit. Holy moly, Kim, that's a big message. I have a question about a dream material. Could you point me in the right direction? Yeah, Kim. Children see. Children will actually see spirit. Okay, and he's 10 years old, so he's kind of past the time when that will drop off. So I'd say that this is something that might continue into his adolescence. Sometimes it does dissipate and fade away, but I would just be reassuring him and just telling him that Nana's just coming in to say hello. She's an angel, and she's just checking up on you. Try and just sort of take the edge off it a little bit, but chances are it's your mum coming forward to deliver a message and just check on him, which is a beautiful thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. Caroline's written up there. Lemon in water, acid turns to alkaline. Exactly. So lemon in water will help, and also apple cider vinegar will help as well. You found me on the Campbell Town Spiritualist Church page. Hey Anna, how are you going? Okay, let's have a look here. Any insight for the health of my husband and children? Rose, it's kind of unethical to read the energy of somebody that's not present, that's still living. So I do try and steer away from those type of things. But I do feel that everything's fine, and I think that everybody's had a real trip this year with mental health, and you know, we've all been tested in different levels, but I do feel they're okay. Teresa, how are you? Carly, how are you? No, there's a noise. I don't know what it is. Will my daughter and baby be okay? She's having problems with the. Lisa, I feel like I want to say, hey, Gypsy. Yeah, Blue. I want to say that she just needs to put her feet up a little bit. There's a lot of overthinking going on and a lot of stress that's actually happening. So I just want to tell her to rest a little bit more, I think. Again, guys, when you're asking questions about other people, it's hard for me to jump into their energy without their permission. Yeah, that's something actually, Gypsy, you just reminded me. So today, guys, I would like to dedicate tonight's banter to the late great Carrie Fisher, who 4 years ago today passed over. I'm a huge fan of hers, loved her all my life, and I was really devastated when she passed over and left us. For those of you that don't know who she is, she was Princess Leia in Star Wars. So yeah, I'd like to dedicate my banter tonight to her because she's an incredible influence in my life and an incredible loss for many people. Okay, thank you, Gypsy, for that reminder. Where are you, Trell? You're funny, being. Yeah, look, Kim, definitely I would say it's your mum. The best thing to do in that type of situation is just contact me for a private reading and we'll bring her through and see what she's actually wanting to say. But yeah, just rest assured that it's Nana and that she's just coming forward to send some love. And yeah, look, it's hard. It's always unsettling. I remember the first time I saw spirit was my grandfather, and I totally shit myself. And you know, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was standing at the end of my bed, and yeah, it was really confronting. So I really understand how he feels and just how confronting that actually was for him. But it would be her trying to come forward and just, you know, make her presence known. And she's not aware that she scared the living daylights out of him, but you know, in the middle of the night when you suddenly see something standing there, you know, it can be a little bit conflicting, a little bit daunting. Teresa, babe, can you get my mouse? Sorry. Teresa, that would be a message from your husband. Exactly what he said is exactly what it means. Spirit will come through to those that can see them, and animals can see them, young kids can see them, and sometimes the elderly can see them as well, because as they close nearer to their, I guess, their passing time, then this cookie, then they will actually be able to talk to them. Why doesn't it work? Trying to get my mouse to work. It doesn't like my notepad. I need a mouse pad. Sorry, I've got the secretary running in circles. I'm just reading the messages, guys, so just bear with me. There we go. Now I got my mouse working. Yay! Thank you. Okay, where am I going? Yeah, usually Carly. Hey, Faye. Okay, Faye, I do feel that you are on the right path with your health, and I don't know whether you've lost some weight recently, but I'm just feeling that your body's a little bit happier, if that makes sense, a little bit happier. I do see a balance coming into you, and I feel like there's pressure being taken off, especially I'm drawn to your knee area, so I don't know what that's about, but I just feel that there's been stress taken off your knees, and that you're just breathing easier. So what I want to say to you is just keep going. Whatever you're doing is working, so just keep going, keep moving forward. Don't forget your mind, body, and soul are all connected. So if you're working on your body, also work on your soul as well. So lots of meditation and things like that will all help out, and will all help balance things forward. So yeah, I think it's a really good thing that you're doing, and I just want to say to you, I don't know what it is you've changed, but whatever it is, it's been trial and error, and I just think that whatever it is that you've tweaked recently, it's actually working. So well done. That's what Spirit's showing me. Ooh. All right. Hi, Di. How you doing? Oh my goodness. Just bear with me. We've got somebody's trying to give you an accurate reading. Guys, if there's a troll on, so just ignore them. If they try and contact you privately, just just ignore them. Tell them to piss off, basically. We have a live one. Hey, Cheryl. Tammy. I will be reading cards. I'm just answering some questions at the minute. Yeah, I know, Marianne. We've always got a scammer. They always try and do accurate readings. That's okay. Let them try. So anyway, Faye, I hope that made some sense for you and that you got some clarity there. But I do feel that something has changed, and for the better is what I want to say to you on that one, for the better. Hi, Caitlin. Joanne Jacobson. Look at all you guys. Cool. All right, let me have a look here. Tammy. Ooh, Tammy, I feel like you're juggling things this week. I don't know whether you've taken on too much or what's going on with your energy, but I'm feeling like things are a little bit up and down at the moment. Going with the flow is the best option, is what Spirit's guiding me to tell you. Going with the flow is the best option. Don't resist it, because you'll break, is what I'm being told. There's only so far you can bend, so sometimes you actually have to go with it. You know, and let it take you wherever you're meant to be. But I'm just seeing the balance beam at the present time, and I just feel like you're awfully unbalanced, and that there's a whole lot of juggling going on at the present time. The battery. Don't go flat. So organized tonight, guys. No mouse pad, no mouse. I'm going to get 2 decks of cards, and the battery's going flat. Thank God I have assistance. Hey, Crosby. You guys, I love all the different messages that are coming through. I'm just going to try and nut them off as easy as I can. So just bear with me, and we'll have a look at them. Are you going to go? Okay, Ronnie, shalom, motek. Okay. All right. So, hi, Kirsty. Hi, Christy. Crosby. All right, let me go back a bit, and I'm going to have a look here. So Tammy's asking for some guidance, and I do feel that the guidance that you're looking for, Tammy, is you already know it, is what Spirit's saying. Sometimes we need to just sort of step back from our life and look from a different angle, if that makes sense. And I do feel a lot of juggling going on for you, and I also feel that you know, there's a lot of questions that are coming forward. I feel really unsettled as I'm looking at your energy as well. So I'm, you know, unsettled, a little bit of pressure and responsibility sitting on the shoulders, and I'm just feeling as if you need to put down some things. You've just taken so much on energetically at the present time. So I just want to say to you, just, you know, set your boundaries and take some time out for a little while, because I do see you juggling a lot of things. And you know, I just want to say to you, like, one thing at a time, address one thing at a time. And you know, you don't have to try and do everything and achieve everything in the exact same moment, if that makes sense. Okay. So Tammy, I hope that's okay for you. Hey Kim, how are you? We'd love to hear from my grandmother who has passed. Right. For those of you that are just joining for the first time, I will go to where I'm drawn with the readings, and Spirit does guide me. It's not something that I sort of like pick and choose. So if I am drawn to you, I will read for you. If Spirit does come forward, then I will pull them through. But if I don't get to you and it doesn't happen in this moment, then please know that I'm not ignoring you. I'm just going to where the messages are coming from, and I have to honor that connection. But you can actually connect to me by contacting me through my website. And I'm just going to put it up here for you guys. There it is down the bottom. And you can book in for a private reading, and I'm more than happy to bring forward Spirit for you. So sometimes on these banters, I do get Spirit, but you have to understand that I'm only going to give a portion of what they're actually showing me, partly because these banters are designed to ease some of your mind, but also you know, just to give you an understanding how I work and just the quality of my work as well. But, you know, always I will do a private reading if you want to book in through my website. And the other thing too is it's really important for you guys to know and understand that sometimes this is a sensitive forum, and I can't deliver certain things on over the internet, if that makes sense, because it's private for people, you see. And you know, so some things I will release. that spirit tell me, and some things I'll hold back, just out of respect for the people and for the spirit as well. Okay, let me have a look here. Christy, your grandparents are with you always, okay? Just like they were here in this world, they're certainly there on the other side as well. And, you know, they are near and around you. Whenever you're thinking of them, you know, they're going to come forward as well. So, you know, a song that you might play or a flower or something along those lines that, you know, you'll actually remember them by, or a candle or something like that. Like whenever you're remembering them, they're near and around you, and just remember that always, okay? Especially around anniversaries and birth dates and special occasions and things like that. They're always going to be near and around you. So just, yeah, always know that and always understand that you're never alone. Just a touch at a time. Marianne, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, the same problem. Kim, the same thing for you. Okay, your beautiful grandmother has passed into spirit. She will be fine, and you know, she's always near and around you. Again, whenever you're thinking of her, whenever you're feeling her, whenever you're missing her, she's always going to be around you. So just be assured that you're never alone and that your loved ones are never far away. Okay, it's really important for you to understand that. You know, they're never gone. They're always there. Joanne Jacobson, how are you going? Okay. Hey, Joanne. I'm just going to jump in as I feel like your head is really full at the moment, and you know, I just feel like there's so much jammed in there. I want to say stop overthinking things, and because it's just like you're running around in circles. I'm seeing the coyote as I'm looking into your energy, and the coyote for me is always about outsmarting yourself. It's like if you don't stop, you're going to bite yourself on the ass. And so I just want to say, slow down, you know, spend some time on you, and, you know, work on you a little bit, because there's just so much going on in your head. And it's just so busy. It's given me a headache. So just relax a little bit, find some time and some space to be on your own, and, you know, have a reboot, if that makes sense. Beatrix, congratulations on your new business. I want to say to monitor your branding is what I'm being told by Spirit. Monitor your branding, okay? A lot of success in business is to do with public relations and PR and how you promote yourself, okay? So be a little bit different. Think outside the box a little bit, and just understand that your business will grow in time. Don't feel down and flat about it. You know, I think that you've done your groundwork, and I do feel that, you know, there's a lot of support there for you, but you know, don't expect it all to sort of like happen in the first week. You know, it's going to be a time thing, and most businesses don't sort of like really kick off until the third year anyway. So just be patient with things. But I do feel that you know, there's a lot coming forward, but you just need to sort of like monitor the branding, monitor the advertising, and those are the things that will actually help you move and help you go forward. Kellyanne, I can see that you've started dating again, so that's good, putting yourself out there. I just want to say to you, you know, don't go into anything with an expectation. Just let it happen naturally. Okay, don't rush in. You know, just take each moment, meet people, and you know, form friendships first, because you know, friendships are the basis for good relationships. And I think, you know, if you're going into a relationship expecting that this is going to be the one to end all, then you're going to be disappointed. So I do see something coming in, but I feel that there's going to be a friendship first. Okay. I'm trying to get some cards. Sarah, how are you? Kellyanne. Okay, I'm going to pull out some cards and we'll take it from there. These are the slippery ones. I see that I'm going to drop it. The slippery. Go here. Sure, I'm going to pull a card for you. We'll see what's coming forward. Oh my gosh, they're so slippery. Okay. Sharona, what I'm getting is the yes card. Okay, it's the yes card, and I feel like there are so many things in your life that you've sort of like shied away from for fear of not being good enough, for fear of not being how can I say? I'm just feeling as if you have a lower self-esteem, or you have had a lower self-esteem. And I just want to say to you that, you know, now as we're stepping into sort of like 2021, thank goodness, you know, enough knows, and it's time to say yes to opportunity. And I think it's really important for you to sort of like realize that, you know, nothing in life comes forward for us if spirit doesn't think we're able to, you know, to do it or to accept it, if that makes sense. You know, and opportunities come forward for a reason. And so, you know, 2021 is going to be a yes year for you. And I just want to say to you, like, you know, be prepared for it. Okay, don't knock back offers, don't knock back opportunities, because they've come into your life and come into your pathway for a reason. And that's the same thing for everybody else that's on here as well. You know, make 2021 a yes year where you're you know, opening up opportunities, opening up you know, your energies to, you know, accepting new things and trying new things, shaking off that shitty energy from this year, and moving into an incredible new year. Because I think it's, you know, time for us all to really push our soul's involvement and to take up every opportunity that comes our way. So that's what I'm getting for you, Sharona. You know, say yes, learn to say yes, and understand that you are good enough, and that, you know, things don't happen for no reason. So, you know, there's an old saying, God never gives us what we cannot hold, or something along those lines. But either or, anyway, I just feel like that's something that you need to look at this year. So good luck with that one. I'm going to go Spirit. Okay, Donna. Okay, Donna. Let me have a look here. Guys, if you're on for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to share on your pages so that everyone can join in. I'm reading from Work Your Oracle cards, this deck. Okay, they're just slippery. I find them slippery, but they're actually a beautiful deck of cards. There you go. Isabel's written up there. God doesn't give you more than what you can handle. Totally agree with that. I think some people must be able to handle a lot, eh? All right, let's have a look. Donna, seeing the light, laying foundations, and the divine plan. Okay. This is the card that's come forward for you. There she is. And this is saying it's like the the grandmother of Jesus. So I don't know what that's about, but seeding the light, laying foundations and divine plan. So Donna, this card is talking about setting intention. It's talking about, seeding opportunities or planting ideas and sort of like watering them and growing them and then nurturing them and then being able to harvest what you've grown. So, nothing's ever going to grow in your life if you're not going to plant the seed. And so what this is just coming forward to say is that now is the time to sort of like invoke the change, but you also have to plant the change or plant the seeds of change, if that makes sense. And it can just be something little. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be anything full on. All it has to do is just, just be that mindset of bringing in change and making a plan and working through that plan. So it's about changing your life, changing the way that you see things. I see, Donna, what Spirit's showing me in this particular instance is that you need to sort of like switch your mindset from a glass half full, a glass half empty to a glass half full. That's what Spirit's showing me anyway. And I'm seeing the Four of Cups in the tarot as well. And for me, whenever I see this card, the one thing that I notice is that I'm so worried about what I don't have that I don't see that what I do have. And I feel like this could be possibly indicative of the way that things are gone in your world of late. It's you're so focused on what you haven't achieved, what you haven't done, what you've lost, and you're not actually. It's drawing you away from the positive things in your life, the things that you do have, and the things that you can embrace. And I just want to say to you, these are the things. These are the things that you actually need to sort of like focus more on, if that makes sense. So Donna, I'm going to send you lots of love and lots of healing. And I just want to say to you, like, change your mindset. When you change your mindset, you change the way that you actually see the world. And I feel like that's something that's needing to be sort of like pushed into your live stream, if that makes sense. So I hope that makes sense for you anyway, where we're going. Jane, Merry Christmas to you and thank you. The same for everyone. Merry Christmas. You love the blue. You can't share it. What can't you share? I don't know. Oh, why can't you share it? I don't know why. It's public. Hi, Bella. How are you, sweetheart? Are you good? Hi, Francis. Carly. Just looking, see what we've got. Okay, I've got a spirit with me. Let's do some spirit work. I'm given the name Audrey. Okay, so I don't know if anybody can place an Audrey in spirit or an Audrey living, but I do have an elderly lady here, and she's quite perky, I would have to say. But I'm hearing the word Audrey. Can anyone place an Audrey? An A-U-G, Audrey. Guys, can anyone place an Audrey? A-U-D. Caitlin, you used to care for a lady named Audrey. Okay, this lady had a heart problem. So I don't know whether it was actually the reason she passed over, but I do feel that she did have a heart condition. Merry Christmas to you too, Mandy. Nobody can place her. Okay. I've got a lady here, and I'm giving the name Audrey. She looks like she's sort of like late 70s, 80s, somewhere along the lines there. I would see her around about 5 foot. She's quite tall. She's quite tall, actually. So I do feel she's quite tall. I put her at around about 5'3", 5'4", 5, somewhere there. And has this little shuffle. She's got quite a light energy. And she's just coming forward. With a heart condition. I'm just going to hold her since nobody else is jumping in. Caitlin, I don't know. I don't feel she's got dementia. Shut up, Carly. Well, she's not quite 4 foot. Let me put it that way. I feel like she's around about 5'5". She would have been about 5'4", 5'5", somewhere like that. Okay, nobody's got her. Nobody can connect an AUD. AUD. No. Okay. Can anybody place a man, but a man Robin, like a Robin, but a man, not a lady version, a boy version? Come on, guys. Somebody must have to have them. Jade, you can. Jade, you can place a male Robin. No, not Robert, Robin. All right, I'm going to pull some cards in the meantime. Okay, no, I've definitely got an Audrey and a boy Robin, that the name I've got there sitting there, so I'm just going to leave that there for the minute. No. Heart songs, Caitlin. Lena Matthews. These ones. They are pretty. The back of them's got like a heart on them. Really pretty. Got Ari walking around with shaped her belly. It's really funny. Babe, what are you doing? You what? You're noisy as shit. It's okay. Just telling you. Okay, I love these cards. They're beautifully gilded in silver. And they're small as well. Okay, Kirsty. You had an old friend called Audrey, not sure if she is passed, but she used to come to my house and give kids all this. Kirsty, did she have a heart problem or a heart condition? Because she's really specific. And I can see she's either talking about somebody with a heart condition or she had a heart condition, because I'm seeing the scar from the heart as well. And she's she would have been well in her, I think, early 80s is what I feel, 82, 83, something along those lines. And I'm also seeing the number 10. I don't know if that's relevant as well, Kirsty. But I'm just holding her there because I know that she's with somebody, and I'm just going to go to some cards as well. And in the meantime, just to keep things flowing. So if you're just joining us, don't forget to share and like. Yeah, if you do get drawn to sort of like wanting to talk to your loved ones, just contact me for a private reading, and I'm more than happy to book you in. My books are open for 2021. But I am limited to my days now because I will be working full time in a barbershop. So, be popping you in as in between working and cutting hair. So yeah, it's going to be a busy year. Okay. Right, let's go. Where am I drawn to? Carly. Carly, this card is treasure, okay? And it says on the back of it, all people yearn for understanding and some are lucky enough to find love. This is a treasure and needs acceptance and honoring through this lifetime and others. But I feel like this is really relative to yourself and self-love, if that makes sense. Vienna, you going? Okay. I'll talk to you soon. I just feel as if, you need to do a bit of self-love here, Carly, and this card is relevant to internal work, not so much external work. And I feel like that's something that you need to sort of like focus on in the next coming months. I do see cracks appearing in your ground for some reason, so I'm not quite sure whether things are stable in your life or whether everything's a little bit wobbly at the present time. But I'm just being told very clearly just to sort of keep your feet on the ground, and that the treasure is you, and it's you that you need to honor, and it's you that you need to love in this lifetime. And when you can love yourself, then you will have more space to be able to love other people as well. So I just need to pass that forward to you. Vian, I will message you later. Sarah, you can place an Audrey. Okay. Your grandfather's sister's named Audrey. All right. Okay, so your grandfather's sister is named Audrey, and she's passed over. Sarah, does that make sense? I've also got a D initial around her as well. I don't know whether there's a Dan or a Daniel or Douglas or something like that. There's a D connection that I need to place as well. And would she have had a heart condition, Sarah? Somebody near or around her have a heart condition? Her herself have a heart condition? She's got clip-on earrings, bless her heart. I feel like she's got like clip-on earrings. Hey there, you little firefly. Come on, guys. You're slow. I don't know much about her mom since she died from cancer. Oh, okay. Right, Sarah, I'm going to jump in with you, if that's okay, because I feel like there are some things near and around you that is acknowledging, but, the heart condition is one thing that she's showing me. And she's really specific on her name as well. And it's a kind of an older name, to be honest, but it's not one that I have in regular readings. So I know it's specific. And she is talking about a heart condition, and this would be your grandfather's sister. Does that? Yeah. I'm also seeing flowers around her, and I can see it's like a flower setting. Sarah, have you got a flower setting sitting in your house at the moment, or have you given somebody? It's like it reminds me of the box of flowers that we got given for Christmas, but I'm just seeing like a flower arrangement. That's the word that I need to have, a flower arrangement in the house, is what she's actually showing me. And she's really fond of lilies, is what I'm seeing, but she's definitely got clip-on earrings, and looks really lovely in navy, is what I'm being shown. Isn't too fussy, isn't one to sort of like make fuss over things, but is very, well put together, very respectful woman. And I think that she would have, had the respect of a lot of people near and around her as well, and had the gift of the yarn. So she would love to talk, and is liking to talk. That's coming forward now, which is nice. She's also making me aware, and I don't feel like it's her, but she's wanting to reach out to somebody that has a scar over their eye, is Sarah. So I don't know if you can place that, but somebody that has a scar over their eye. Oh my God, seriously. All right, here's another troll on, guys. So your Sarah, your daughter has a scar over her eye, because I'm being shown this as she's wanting to acknowledge somebody with a scar over their eye, and she's clapping her hands as well. So she's clapping her hands, and I feel like there's something congratulatory that needs to be acknowledged with the person with the scar over their eyes. And I'm also being shown a picture in a frame, and there's like a date on this picture as well. My mum, which is my mum, which is her auntie. There's a picture. There's a picture that she's wanting to acknowledge, and there's a date on the picture, Sarah, and I just have to acknowledge that picture. I feel like it's an older style picture, but I do feel like there's a date or a commemorative date or something that she's wanting to acknowledge as well. Anyway, there's probably a whole heap more that she wants to say, but I want to keep the banter going for the sake of everybody else, Sarah. So I'm just going to grab a quick message off her, and you can, if you want to contact me for a private reading, I can bring her forward. But you've got most of the details to be able to place her, and I do feel I am with you. Okay, I'm seeing a for sale sign, so I don't know whether you're moving or looking at buying into real estate, but I'm just seeing a for sale sign, and that to me is about the buying or selling of real estate, or some type of contractual connection to real estate. That's what Spirit's showing me at the present time. And I feel like that's relative to you. So I don't know whether you're buying a property or selling a property, but she's saying take your time. Anyway, she's saying take your time. Don't make haste. Everything will come into alignment when it's meant to come forward. She's also showing me too that I don't know whether somebody near or around has got problems with their thyroid, but she's pointing to her thyroid as well. So I just have to leave that there for the minute, and I'm sure you'll be able to place that. But yeah, she's really cool, nice lady, and yeah, just pass on those messages to the relative people, which would be really cool. So there we go. We've placed Audrey, and she's really cool. Your mum had a car reconstruction. Hi, Joe. Taylor, are you still on? Snap. So we can make my past on really great. Grandmother, could you have some insight here? Can I just call her in, Taylor? But I've actually got your uncle with me at the moment, so I'm going to pull him through. He's telling me he's finally caught a fish, which is funny. He's wanting to just come forward. Where's the Wayne connection, Tay? Who's Wayne? Okay, and this is the one that passed over. Is Mum with you? So Wayne's the fisherman, yeah? Does that make sense? Because I've got the guy that catches fish, and he's just said Wayne, so I'm not sure what his name is. Okay. All right, I've got him coming forward anyway, so I'll bring him through just quickly. He's telling you to get out of your head, okay? There's too much going on in there, and you're overthinking, and then double thinking, and then triple thinking again. What he's actually showing me is that you need to scale things back. There's too much going on at the moment. The way he's showing me that is by literally scaling a fish. And so he's just saying, take it back to basics. Go back to I'm just trying to get some. What he's showing me is yeah, pretty much scaling a fish to teach you a lesson. Just take it back to basics, and go back to self is the message that I'm actually getting from him. Just writing some things down. He's just showing me that there are too many layers, Taylor, and there's so much. When you have a painting and you paint over it and paint over it and paint over it and paint over it and paint over it, eventually you forget what is actually underneath it. And this is the message that he's bringing forward for you. There are so many masks that lay over the top of who you are, and he's just wanting to say scale it back a bit and find yourself again. But I'm going to leave that there for now because I can give you the messages later anyway. But yeah, he's just coming forward. So he's near and around you. In regards to contacting your grandmother, just call her in. You should know better. You should know how to do that anyway. So call her in and she'll be there. Jade, your uncle is around in spirit. Your uncle is always near and around you whenever you're thinking of him. You know, it's the same thing. I've said this a couple of times tonight already. Whenever you think of a loved one, whenever you think of a song that may have been played at a funeral or something that reminds you of them, a scent of theirs, you know, it might be like their perfume or aftershave or something like that, or you know, you come across a picture or something that they owned, anything like that where you're thinking of them, they step forward. So they are near and around you, just like they would have been here, if that makes sense. And you know, I just want to say yes, okay, they are around in spirit, especially around the time of their birth and passing date. They're always really stronger during those times. I just like to, you know, let everybody know that they're present, which is really cool. You used to smell your nana's lipstick. Oh my God, I have to ask Joe, how do you sniff lipstick? Like, and what does lipstick smell like? Some of the oldies that come forward for me whenever I smell them, the boys, you know, quite often smell like tobacco, pipe tobacco. Sometimes it's like that Brute aftershave. Brill cream is another one. Hair products. The ladies, they sometimes smell like Avon perfume. You know, they're the killers because they like overspray and just about just about kill you with it. And even if they're older, back in the Victorian times, they would smell like what do you call it? Lilac water and lavender water and things like that. So yeah, it's really cool. There you go. Admin's jumped online. If you want to book a reading, please do. She used to keep it in a little container and I used to always smell it after she passed. There you go, Christy. See, he used to wear Brute 33. Avon. Seriously, is that still a thing? Is Avon a thing still? Can you get Avon? Remember the old Avon ladies used to come around? Avon calling. I have to tell you a story because I can. When I was a kid, the Avon books used to come out, and you'll know I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan, and I used to get really excited because the Avon books used to have all these real gaudy rings in them, and I used to think they were like Dolly's rings. So I'd order all these friggin' rings, and they were god awful, and they were so big and chunky and had fake stones in them, and I just thought that was it in a bit when I was a kid because they were like Dolly Parton's rings, so bad. Old Spice, Chanel number. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Chanel number 5. That's a classic, an absolute classic. Does anybody know, is Avon still there? Hey? Really, Rose? Avon's dead. Avon is no longer a thing, hasn't been around for at least 3 years. Oh my gosh. That's like Bold and Beautiful, the ending of an era. Cheryl's saying yes, it is. I'm confused. I'm sure there is Avon in the UK. Hey, who's on from the UK? Avon's left Australia. What? Somebody needs to get that shit happening again. All right, where am I going? All right. I'm going to read a card for anybody that can tell me where Avon is. Not in Australia. What? Seriously, they get rid of all the good things. Christy. Faye. Hi, Faye. I hit the wrong one. Wait a minute. Christy. Avon rings and perfume. See? It's so bad. My nana used to buy everything out of Avon books. Oh. All right. Christy, I'm going to pull a card to you. It's called generosity. Be kind and generous with your love, for it will outlast all the fears and uncertainties. You deserve to glow. What I feel with this one, Christy, is that you're too trusting with your heart. Okay, that's what I'm feeling as I'm looking into this energy. You're too trusting with your heart, and sometimes you give love too freely, if that makes sense. And there's a wounded healer inside of you, and I am just seeing that, you know, sometimes you can be a little over generous, and people take advantage of that. So I just want to say to you, you know, pull in your energy a little bit. And you know, just, I guess this is one for everybody. I said it again tonight. This is the second card that's come up. It's about loving yourself. And you know, when you look at fears and uncertainties, the only thing to fear is fear itself. And whenever I face a fear, I ask myself, you know, what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? And you know, if that's the worst thing, then you already know what the worst thing is. So just jump on in and have a go at it. So there you go. Generosity. I feel that's really cool. Nutramedics has been finished for many years as well. The Nutramedics was gross. It was too rich. Faye MacArthur. Very true. Love to always see the best in people. What magazine? The Perfume magazine. Seriously. Look at that. Nutramedics is still around. God forbid Tupperware becomes extinct. Oh my God, Amway. Holy shit. Remember all these things from, you know, when we were younger? Oh my God. All these little pyramid. You love the clay masks from Nutramedics. Nutramedics was too rich. I remember they had this almond thing, and it was just like slapping, I don't know what it was, olive oil on your face or something. It was horrible. Amway, what did they sell? Washing powder and shit, didn't they? Amway. What's the stuff that we use? What is it? KOH. We've got this cleaning stuff, guys. Get onto it. It's incredible. I think it's called Co. Has anybody else got that? Yes, Melanie. Apricot was vile. Co cleaning products. Use it for everything. Get onto that. You won't need Mr. Sheen anymore. Co the go. Rose is loving it too. Yeah, it's the best stuff. We use it on everything. All right, let's have a look. Melanie. Where are you at? Look at all you guys using it. What did Santa bring you for Christmas? What did I get? I got personalized number plates for the car, for the van. That's what Santa bought me. And I got this beautiful new watch. Isn't that spunky? I love it. Caitlin, get it. I'll get Rivka to tell you about it. It's incredible. I love the mop and scents. Okay. Is that like the co-mop? All right. Ooh. Okay, Melanie, I've got spirit with me, but I'm going to jump in and do this for you. Let's have a look here. Melanie, what have I got here? Light your way every day with your light heart filled with thoughts of kindness. Love and wait a minute. Seriously, I'm reading like a spaz tonight. Just bear with me. Light your way every day with your light heart. Can't read it. What's wrong with me? Light your way every day with your light heart filled with thoughts of kindness, love, and enhancement. The simple things that instill understanding, compassion, and grace. Okay, I got through it. Enlightenment. I'm just asking for some guidance with spirit. Okay. What I'm feeling with this one for Melanie, is that your heart has been a little bit heavy of late, and I do feel like there's been an absence coming into your energy. So I'm not quite sure who's left your energy or what you've actually let go of, but I do feel that that has put some grief into your heart space. And what spirit is bringing forward, and what they're just telling me to pass on to you, is that you know, when you fill your heart full of loving kindness and thoughts and positiveness and all of that sort of stuff, on the inside, that will reflect then on the outside, if that makes sense. And you know, sometimes the simplest of things are the most treasured things. You know, there's a belief system that bigger is better, and you know, that's absolutely horseshit. You know, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes the most beautiful things and the most meaningful things are you know, the easiest things to come by. And you know, this is something that I always say to people at Christmas: homemade gifts, they're beautiful. And you know, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on somebody, it's the thought that counts. And so many people stress during this period of time on you know, oh my goodness, I can't afford this and I can't afford that. And you know, it's just the little things that matter the most. And it's the, you know, just letting people know that they're thought of. And it can be a text message, it can be a little note or something that's been left somewhere. Just the simplest things. And I feel that that's what you need to bring into your life, and stop worrying about your worth and how much you are spending on people and how much time you're spending on people. It's the little things of touching base and just letting people know that they're thought of. That's really important. But this card is just saying the simple things instill understanding and compassion and grace, and that's so true. So you know, don't always think that things have to be massive in order for them to make a difference. Okie dokie. I love the mop. My sister made us a light box with my mum's things and also my nan's old. What's a light box? What's a light box? Joe, what's a light box? Is it a lamp or something? My kids always make homemade gifts. Hi, Rob the Reader. Hey, Mum, guess what we did to Bugs? We shaved her belly and her butt. What is it? A 3D box, but it has lights in it. Hey? What? Jack? My Christmas, babe. I need a coffee. Nice to see you. Oh, a photo frame. Okay. Cool. Love some guys. No way. That stuff came off like wool. If she's around, I'll show you. I don't know where she is. And we shaved Missy Moo too. She's like totally bald. Except for her stick tail. And her head. That's right. She looks like Missy Moo the lion. because she keeps barfing up fur balls. Okay. Jackie, can you send me your email, please? Jackie Reed. Send me your email and I'll let you know what your Christmas present is. You can get a light book for your art. What's going on? Are you guys having a personal conversation or something? Have I missed something? I've missed seeing your beautiful face. Oh, okay. All right. Wedding network. Whoops. I click on the thing and it comes up the wrong thing. Hi, Lisa from Southern Illinois. How are you? Condolences for your loved one passing on December the 17th. That's really hard, right at Christmas time. But I do feel that, you know, there was a lengthy period of time, and there's a lot of peace that surrounds your spirit. So I just want to say that, you know, there is peace there. Okay. I'm not getting a spirit come forward for you at the present time, but I just want to send some love and support there for you. I know it's a difficult time, and just know that there's somebody near around you. Would it make sense that they pass with, I'm just feeling that somebody's around that's either had a head injury or a stroke. My guys, take your private conversation off my banter. You're confusing me. Lisa, did your loved one pass with a head trauma or head injury or anything to do with the brain? Heart. Okay. No. What's flickering? Ah, Nina again. Okay. All right. That's all I'm getting for you on that one, Lisa. The best that I can do is to just advise, contact me for a private reading, and we'll pull them through by name, and we'll be able to connect to them on that level. But I do have somebody that I feel is coming forward. You know, I do feel like I do have somebody coming forward, and I really want to say to you that this person may have been on dialysis with their kidneys. So I have to acknowledge that. She didn't have dialysis, did she? Right. We've got spirit in the house at the minute, and they make the lights flicker. All right, I'm going to shovel cards in the meantime. And I just want to say to you, I feel like I've got somebody that would have been on, I feel like they would have been on dialysis or had a kidney problem, okay? They would have had a kidney problem. Your son had a head injury. Cheryl, but your son's still living, yes? Julie, yes, the answer is yes. Okay. Cheryl, is your son passed over? I've got somebody here I've got two spirits with me. One's on dialysis and the other one's got a head injury. Sarah, you had a friend's dad that passed from cancer that started in the kidney. Okay, all right, let me hold that one there then. Because I really feel like I'm drawn to the kidney, and I feel like there's something to with dialysis sitting there. Okay. All right. All right. I think I have my two spirits. Cheryl, I think I have your son. And Sarah, I think I have your dad, your friend's dad. So I'm just going to work with these two. So just bear with me, guys. If you're on the banter, just hold on. I will do some more card readings and some questions. So don't go anywhere. I just need to grab these spirits and pull them through. As I'm reading, though, please understand that I'm only bringing forward a portion of the information. And if you guys want further information, then you can contact me privately for a reading. And I'll be able to work that through more extensively, because we're on a public forum. I can only bring through information that is okay for the general public to listen to. But I'm going to go with you, Cheryl, first. Okay. So I do see quite an extensive head injury. Okay. And I feel like there might have been a crack as well, or a split is what I'm being told, a crack or a split. And pretty much instantaneous as well. I don't feel that I would have come out of this one. I really feel as if it was pretty much instantaneous is what I'm saying. As I'm working with this young boy, what did you say his name was? Tim. Is that his name? Yeah, Bob. Yeah, I really feel that was instant. So Cheryl, you said his name was Tim, is that right? Okay. Yeah, look, I just feel like everything got jolted. I do see a strapping young person here, and I also see he's showing me somebody with lighter colored hair. So I don't know whether he had dyed hair or messed around with hair color. But I feel like he's showing me lighter hair than what he may have actually had. Oh, okay. Your love is Tim. Okay, all right. And so I just feel like I have to place that very gentle hands on your son, Cheryl. I feel like he had gentle hands and a big heart, but was misunderstood as well. I feel like he was very. I don't know whether he was on an autistic spectrum, but I feel like he was very particular. That's the way I want to say things, very particular, and was a creature of habit, if that makes sense, is what I'm being shown. And I feel like as a young kid, what I'm being drawn to is memories of like bugs in jars, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I had a really big passion for animals and creatures, and just would spend time looking at what do you call them, ant farms, is that what it is? Yeah, ant farms and bug catchers and things like that. That's what I'm feeling. He was fascinated by nature. I also see headphones on his head, so I know that music was really important to him also. And I do feel that he had the most gentle speaking voice, Cheryl, because I'm really drawn to his voice and feel really calm. As he's speaking to me, I feel quite calm and just had this beautiful voice. Incredible eyes is what he's showing me as well, and I think that everybody would have commented on those eyes. They're just standing out beyond everything else. It's okay. He's telling me everything's fine. And he's just sort of like letting me know that everything was fast, and there's no pain, but he is sorry that decisions were made. So I don't know whether somebody was asked to turn off a machine or a life support machine or something along those lines, but I feel that there was decisions made in regards to end of life. That's what I'm being told, and he understands that things were very difficult, and just wants to hold space of gratitude for you and for the family, if that makes sense. As well. He is quite slim too, so I see him quite slim. And look, I don't feel like he was a stupid rider either. I think it was just one of those things that happened. And I feel like he wasn't silly and didn't necessarily take stupid risks and things like that. But he's just letting me know that he's around, and he's just wanting to say Merry Christmas to you. And he's what's that message? He's telling you to put it down, Cheryl. So I don't know what it is that you've picked up, or something that you're feeling strained about, but he's saying it's time to put it down, Mum. And I don't know whether this is relative to work, but he's just saying it's time to put it down and it's time to let it go. Okay, time to put it down and time to let it go. I'm also seeing a flag as well. So I don't know whether he had a flag in his room, or there was some sort of a flag connected to him, but he's waving a flag. And I do feel that he's really wanting you to sort of like put it down. That's the only message that I can pass across. So just put it down. But we can try and get him forward again, if you wanted to contact me a little bit later for a private reading. Guys, there's so much interest on these banters, and I would love to be able to read for each and every one of you, but you got to contact me. There's no point in jumping on the banter each week hoping that you're going to get a read, because there's never going to be a full read anyway. It's going to be a partial one, and it may not be the information that you need to know. So just understand that this is like a preview. My banters are like a preview of what you would get in a private reading. All right, where am I going to go now? I had to go back to Sarah. Okay. Sarah, as I said before, I had a gentleman coming forward, or I had a person coming forward that were pointing to the kidneys, and I felt like I might have been on dialysis or something along those lines, but it was definitely relative to the kidneys. And I had to place that there. I also feel too that I'm with a sister as well, so I don't know if you can confirm that or not, but I feel like I'm with a sister, or I have to talk about a sister that's relative here as well. But I'm going to bring this forward for you because they've obviously come forward for a reason, and I just feel as if what they're telling me, Sarah, is that the safety net is still there. Okay, the safety net is still there. So take a chance and make that step forward is what they're guiding me to tell you, because you still have your safety net underneath you. I feel like this is relative to work, and I feel like it's like stepping out, putting yourself out there that little bit more. And I just wanting to say to you that you are supported, and you're not going to fall. Sometimes we fear the outcome, and so we don't actually start something. And I just want to say to you, like, move forward. And I do feel really strongly that this is something connecting to work that they're wanting to acknowledge, and they're just saying, for goodness sake, just put yourself out there. Just get out there and make it happen, Sarah. But I do feel that this is your friend's loved one, and please pass on a message to let them know that their dad's fine, in a beautiful place actually. And I feel like wherever they're buried or wherever they've got their remains is such a tranquil place, and they're just wanting to sort of like say thank you, if that makes sense, and pass that forward. And also to just acknowledge the mother as well. So this is the father, and I feel like I need to acknowledge the mother and pass that forward also. So if you could do that, Sarah, that would be incredible if you could pass that forward for them. Now somebody asked a little bit earlier on about spirit. Who am I talking to when I'm talking to spirit? I'm talking to my guides. Okay, so when I'm talking to spirit, I'm talking to my guides, and I'm talking to your guides. Okay, which is guidance up there, and they tell us things that we need to know. So we all have guides near and around us. I have clairvoyant, I have clairaudient guides. I have Queen Victoria as one of my guides, matter of fact, and whenever she comes through, it's always matter of fact, and there's no fluffing around when she comes forward. But we all have guides, and they do change from time to time. But you do get primary guides that you have with you, and I have some incredible guides, and I'm very blessed to have them. So that's who I'm talking with when I'm talking about spirit or making reference to spirit, if that makes sense. Thank you, Joe. That's really nice words, and I really appreciate you saying that. So thank you. Okay. Hey, Carol. How are you? How is Prince? We shaved Ari today. We shaved her belly. She's like a sheep. It's like wool. Where am I going? Okay. All right, guys, I'm seeing the fusion of a spine. Okay, so I don't know if any of you have had your spine fused and have a rod in your back. Can anybody place that? The fusion of a spine and have a rod in their back. So it might be somebody that's passed or somebody. I feel like this is somebody that's living that I need to reach out to. This is what they're showing me. Somebody with a rod in their spine. Does that make sense? A rod in the spine. My uncle who passed away had a rod in his back. Thank you, Jade. Okay, all right. Okay, Jade. Let's have a look here. And Jade, can you pass a Stephen? Can you place a Steve or a Stephen as well with this person? Thank you, Christy. But this is really specific with spirit that's actually showing me the rod in the spine. So I do feel that I'm more with Jane on this moment. Jade. Jade. I do have a gentleman here. Steve is my dad. Rob with his best mate. Okay. So Steve is, so the uncle with the rod in his back is your dad's brother, is that right? Jade, is that right? I just need to confirm that because I'm hearing that word, I'm hearing the name, needing to reach out. Your uncle was Rob. Oh, I'm confused. Wait. Your uncle was Rob. Jade, I'm confused. Okay, so you've got your uncle who passed away with a rod in his back. And anyway, I'm confused. You've written up brothers and uncles and best mates and got me totally confused. Anyway, I've got the gentleman here with the rod in his back, and I got given the name Stephen, so Steve, and I just have to place that there. So I'm not quite sure what the rest of it is, but I do have him coming forward, and I also feel too that I have to acknowledge that somebody might have had an illness recently that was quite serious but got over it, if that makes sense. And near miss is what I'm being told, and near miss. So I don't know who that was, but I feel like it might have been with a female. My uncle who passed with the rod is Rob. You mentioned a Steve. Steve is alive and was his best mate. Thank you, Jade. Okay. All right. So he's wanting to acknowledge Steve. Okay, so my uncle who passed with the rod is Rob. Steve's best mate. All right, so they're best mates, Jade. Is that right? Got it, right. He wants to acknowledge the best mate, and that's what he's coming forward and passing on. The gentleman I've got is very easygoing, kind of very basic in the way, that he works, that he works with people. But I also think too that he is a little, I feel quite muddled in the head at the moment, Jade. So I don't know whether your uncle's mate is a little bit incoherent at times. I just feel like I'm confused. There's no other way to put it. I feel like I'm confused, and I just have to put that forward because I know it's not me, even though I can be confused quite easily. I feel like it is something to do with spirit, but I feel like there's something not quite right that's coming forward at the present time from the spirit to the person living. So it's almost like something shorting out, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether there's a problem with his brain or something's with this the synaptic responses. I just feel a little bit weird in the head. There's no other way to put it. Information's not getting through. And it's almost like an autoimmune disease, like an MS or something along those lines. It's just shorting out. That's what I'm being told. It's shorting out. Schizophrenia. Okay. Well, I don't know what that feels like. So, but I just feel like there's missing time, missing periods of time, if that makes sense. So I have to pass that across and pass that over. I'm also seeing something around his wrist as well. I'm being shown something around his wrist, and I don't know whether it's a bracelet or something along those lines. A bracelet or a... I just have to place that anyway. Jade, so there's a lot of mismatch going on between the spirit that I'm working with, and I just want to say to you that he's making his presence known and wanting to acknowledge his best mate. Okay, just hold the space. I feel like things will might get a little bit worse before things get better, if that makes sense. And I'm hearing the words "catch me if you can" as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he nicked off again. So maybe just keep an eye on him, and because I do feel he has a tendency to run, and that's what your uncle is passing across. Catch me if you can. So I'll just leave that there, and if any of the family want to contact me to bring more information forward, then I'm happy to do that for you. But I just feel like you need to watch this guy and keep an eye on him. Okay, he's more hazardous to himself than anybody else. So yeah, I think that that's what I'm getting there. Okay. All right, guys, we're nearly at 10 o'clock. Let me just see. All right, I'm going to open up the forum for quick questions. And I'm going to do yes and no questions only. Okay, so don't ask me big, long answers. It's going to be yes and no questions. And I'm going to get some guidance from the guides and we'll see where things sit. Yes, Jade, Stephen's still alive. Okay, guys, go. Ask your questions. Thank you, Christy. Jade, I got no on that one. Sorry. Better have bad news. Oops. Yes, Rose, you'll find it. Next. No, Sarah, I don't at this stage. Caitlin, no. Butterfly, yes. Francis, no. Nice one, Christy. Is he watching me? Yes. Sam, yes. Brittany, yes, he is. Yes, Joe. Surely, no. Yes, Sam. Thank you, Karen. Merry Christmas. Sophie, yes. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to put this question up so I can come back to it. Brittany, not at the moment. No. Just remember, guys, that when I'm saying yes and no, answering these questions, it's where things are at the moment, and that can change at any time. Okay, that can change at any time. It just depends on you know, it just depends on what actually comes forward, if that makes sense. So yes and no, but things can change, of course. Where do I find my marbles? Yes, Joe. Yes, Sam. Yes. Jade, if I'm answering a heap of your questions, maybe you need a reading. You can contact me on my website. I have to show you Ari's belly. Check it out. It's so fluffy. Look at that. Look at that. What a sexy belly. Sexy Maine Coon belly. The belly. Oh, the fluffy's gone. And she's so good too. She just let us do it. Julie, I get a no on that one. Jason, I've got your message. I haven't had a chance to get to it. Look, she's got spots. Cheryl, it's a female. She's a Maine Coon. Brittany, yes, marginally. She's a Maine Coon. Look, Granny, I got belly. We shaved her butt as well. She's so pretty. Okay, let me have a look here. She's gone off. Joe, I get a no on that one. I get a no on that one. Brittany, she is fluffy. She's a monster. She sleeps all day and then turns into a psycho at night. Oh, you want a Burmese? Yeah, I always wanted a Maine Coon, and Mum got her for me for my birthday. She's a brat, but we love her to bits. She's got so much personality. If you want a dog cat or a cat that's not a cat, get a Maine Coon. Okay, guys, I've got a couple more questions that are going to come in. Yeah, thank you. I was just about to say the same thing. So I've got one more question that I want to answer, and it's up here. And admin's just reminding me to get off. But I wanted to answer this question because I think it's always really interesting sometimes to answer questions about spirit and how we work, which is really important. You can connect to anybody that has passed over, and spirits do move freely, if that makes sense. Spirits will move freely. So when you're talking about spirits, I'm talking about intelligent spirits, ones, you know, loved ones that have passed over. When you're talking about paranormal activity, there are different types of spirit, and one of them is residual, if that makes sense. And it means that it's connected to that place and that time, and that won't move on, okay? Because it's like the building has trapped it in a revolving energetic, I guess, loop. And so it happens at the same time. The same thing happens every night, or at the same time, or at the same date. And it's residual, okay? It's not going to be responsive to you communicating or anything like that. It's just energy. It's like a movie that's just being played over and over and over and over because it's just been recorded on that energetic loop. But when we're dealing with spirit and loved ones that have passed over, yes, they can move, of course, to another place. They're free, just like you know, we are free in this world, they're free in the next life or in the next world, if that makes sense. So yes, we can connect to them. And you know, sometimes you can connect to them through their belongings. Sometimes you connect to them by name. Sometimes they'll just pop in and give you information about themselves, and you'll be able to connect to them in that way. So yes, most definitely, you can connect to anybody in spirit. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that, because you can see that they're fine, and you can on my level, I can tell you that they're fine, and they give me information. They'll show me how they look, or they'll pass things that they're watching you do, and it's just a beautiful thing to be able to lay a person's mind to rest, relative to a loved one that's passed over, and they're wondering. Some of the questions that I get asked most of the time is, do they know I love them? Of course. Do they know I was with them? Yes, of course. So they know absolutely everything, and anything that goes on in this timeline and the next timeline. So rest assured that they are with you. They are free to move around, and I guess it's whenever you're thinking of them, just know that they're by your side, which is beautiful. Karen's got another relative spirit question up here. Can you see when I can see and hear spirit? I get feelings on how they look, but not for someone for me. I help others, but not for me. I wish to connect with a loved one. Look, that's the same thing, Karen, for a lot of mediums. I can't connect to my loved ones either. I'll connect to my guides, but I never connect to my loved ones. They never come forward for me. Occasionally, very rarely, I'll hear their voice. Or might come forward in a dream or something like that, but I can never read for myself, and it's just, I wish I could, but you can't. So that's just a general thing for a lot of people, if that makes sense. So it's just a bit different. Francis is talking about orbs. A lot of controversy about orbs, Francis. I believe that orbs do hold energy. A lot of people will say that it's a definitive, that's a spirit. Look, I'm a paranormal investigator as well, and for me, an orb is energy that does hold sort of like energy, but I feel like it's more a for me, it's not so much an intelligent response to connecting with spirit, but more of I guess, a bubble of spirit energy, if that makes sense. So it's more of a hi, this is me. I guess it's like a picture, rather than a moving image. So you might see the picture, but not the moving image. A lot of controversy about orbs. I'm not going to get into the debate on that one at the moment, Francis, but I've certainly captured some incredible orb pictures that, beyond reasonable doubt, you cannot say that they're not, they're not incredible. And I love watching them, and I feel that they're just like a little message. When you type your phone in on Messenger and you send somebody a message, that's how I see them. That's what I see in orb as like an SMS or a text message. But working with spirit is more of a direct, here I'm talking to you, you're sitting right in front of me. So that's kind of how I see them, my understanding of them anyway. Other people will have a different idea. Anyhow, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to wish every single one of you a happy new year. What I want to say to you is that 2020 has been a hard one for each and every one of us. We've been pushed to our limits. We've been tested. We've been separated from our loved ones. We've had our shit dragged up from the past. And, we really have been put through the mill this year. And I think this time last year, I was just talking about it today. This time last year, we were going through the bushfires, remember? And we're all sort of thinking like, wow, this is ridiculous, and Australia's on fire, and, loved ones and their houses are burning down, and all sorts of stuff's going on. And I don't think any of us really understood what was coming. I tell people I had this feeling that, you know, something bad was coming. I didn't know what it was, and I always laugh and liken it to a scene from Star Wars when they blow up one of the when they blow up one of the worlds, and Obi-Wan Kenobi says, you know, I sense something as if a million voices cried out in pain, and that's what I reference my feeling to, as if, you know, thousands of people cried out in pain, and I just felt this bubble of pressure. I didn't know what it was, but I just couldn't breathe through it, and it was you know, really bothering me for a long time. And you know, little did I know that COVID was just around the corner, and I certainly didn't know just the impact that was going to have on our world. But you know, for each and every one of you, I am sending you blessings of hope for an incredible 2021. We deserve it. But just remember, guys, to look back over 2020 and take from it the positive lessons that we learned. You know, it learned for us to, I guess, communicate with people that we ordinarily may not communicate, because we all got stuck in you know, places that we didn't really want to be, with people that we may not have wanted to be with. You know, we always complain about not, and suddenly we've got that time and we're complaining about that too. So just have a look at, you know, what the lesson was in it all for you, and you know, just how 2020 sort of like taught you and helped you to grow and evolve, because I don't think it's been a total loss. You know, there must be a positive in the year for each and every one of you, and I just want you to focus on that, and just, you know, leave the rest of it behind you, and don't drag it forward, if that makes sense. Thank you so much, Karen. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say at the moment, guys. My books are open for 2021. Now, from now on, my Wednesday banters are not going to be done, okay? I'll be concentrating on the Sunday evening banters, and that's because I'll be working full-time back in a barbershop, okay? It's time for me to, you know, get my hands dirty again, and you know, get back on the grind, as we say in the world, and you know, start to connect with people hands-on. So I'll be working from Devon Barbers in Doncaster. So if you want a haircut, come on in there, and you know, if I get any information, I might even be able to pass that on at the same time. So who knows, you might get a reading and a haircut. You know, I am a psychic barber, and that's what I do best. So my reading times and availabilities will be shorter for 2021. Okay, and I will be offering some evening classes as well, and I'll also be putting on a new development class. So my Wednesday night class is full, but I will be putting on another development class. So if anybody's interested in that, just email me, and I'm more than happy to put you on the list. And once I know the dates and times, etc., I'll pop that up for you. Anyway, guys, what's Karen said, 2020 taught me to grow my garden and eat healthy food. Beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Have an incredible new year, whatever you're doing. You know, don't drink and drive or do anything silly, and just put the best foot forward, and put it out there that 2021 is going to be an incredible year for each and every one of you. I just want to say thank you so much for your support every week on my Banter show. And, you know, for me, it's always a joy to see each and every one of you pop up here on a Sunday night and a Wednesday morning. Just again tonight, guys, I just wanted to dedicate this this banter to the late, great Carrie Fisher, and just remember her for who she was. And Carrie always had one saying that stood out for me above all the others, and that was, be afraid, but do it anyway. So I'm going to leave you with that one, and there's some food for thought from the princess herself. All right, lots of love, and I will talk to you next week. Cheers, guys. Have a happy new year, and I'll hear from you all soon. Over and out.